Happy Wednesday, guys. I was just mixing up my pink drink, and I was just thinking about some products that I think don't get enough attention. So I haven't been in here a lot to like show different products. So some of you guys might already be utilizing some of these products. Some of you might not, but I feel like the pink drink gets all the attention because it is a cornerstone product. Like it does a lot, like helps to balance our blood sugars. It has antioxidants. So it helps with that natural energy. It draws glucose out of the bloodstream. So that's why we feel that like natural energy and it balances our blood sugars. But anyway, what I was really coming to say is my probably second favorite product is Active. And I'm going to give you guys a little tip. Unless I know I'm going to have a really crazy day where I'm like running around like crazy or like I'm going to have a hard workout or something, I always do half packets because I've just gotten to a point where I no longer need the caffeine anymore. This is about 1 cup of coffee worth of caffeine. So I know I don't really like need the caffeine anymore. I used to rely on pop. I don't do that anymore. Also, if you're frugal like me, then when you get Active, it'll last you a full month instead of, because I think it comes with like 15 or 20 in a pack, which is only going to last you half the month if you're using full packets. Nothing wrong with full packets because when I started, I needed that caffeine because I relied on my Dr. Pepper and my Pepsi every day. But if you're trying to stretch it a little bit, it's okay to do half packets. So that's my little pro tip, stretch it out a little bit. But I just do half packets. I pinch it, dump it in. I don't measure anything. I'm terrible at following measurements. The other one I want to talk to you guys about is vitalbiome. It's just a little white capsule. It's almost gone. I actually give this to my 10-year-old son. He has a lot of like anxiety, just like worry issues. And we weren't very consistent giving it to him right away just because schedules, like it was summertime and it was just crazy and we moved and it wasn't great. We've been very consistent though since moving and I am seeing big changes in him. Now, we're doing other things too to try to help that, but I have to think that this is helping. It's a probiotic also. It has different strains than the Probio 5. The strains in this one target stress and anxiety. So if you are someone that's like, feels like you're constantly stressed, you always have that weight on your shoulders. This was a big help to me too when my son Eli was alive because he was just, he had a lot of challenges. So he was a big stress. I don't want to call him a stressor, but he kind of was. But this was really helpful for me too. And I just felt like that weight was lifted and I was calmer and I wasn't yelling at my kids as much. So that was a good thing. The very last thing I want to talk to you about, because I don't want this video to get too long, is our protein shake. There's chocolate and there's vanilla. I am not a shake person, you guys. Pre-Plexus, I tried to be a shake person because I was working full-time in the clinic. I needed something quick and easy on the go that I could just like eat or drink on my way to the clinic. And so I tried like 3 other types of shakes. I tried the Beachbody, I think it's called Shakeology. Those were way too gritty. They were too like chalky. I had this like film in my mouth after I drank them. I didn't like them. And they were more expensive than these are, way more expensive. I tried Isogenics, I think, and that one was more expensive too. And then there's another company, I forget the name of it. But they had all kinds of flavor. They had like birthday cake flavor, but it wasn't clean. Like the ingredients weren't great at all. It was a protein shake, but they weren't very good for me. And so it just wasn't what I was looking for. But this one is creamy. I actually think there's no texture, especially I blend it in my little bullet or whatever it's called. Super creamy, no texture, has all the like prebiotics, so it helps with your digestion. And it has just a few, I want to say 5 grams of coconut palm sugar. So the difference between coconut palm sugar and like your regular sugar is that coconut palm sugar is way lower on the glycemic index. So it's way better for those of us that are trying to stabilize our blood sugars or if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, it's a way better sugar to ingest. So just a few tips and little things about a couple other products.